Good morning and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Norhayati Md Isa. I will represent my teammates to present our research project titled Fostering Meaningful Work and Engagement, the Moderator Role of Gratitude and Psychological Capital. Basically, this is the outline for my presentation today. I will start with the introduction of the topic about work engagement. Then I will move on to the literature review. I will discuss literature review from three perspectives. Number one is a meaningful work and work engagement. Second, the moderator role of gratitude. And number three, the moderator role of psychological capital. Then we move on the measurement in terms of 4 measurements that we use in our future study, in this study, and we'll conduct for the future study. And finally, we will discuss about discussion and conclusion of our project. So as the introduction of our paper, we believe that employees are not limited to work from 9 to 5 and entirely driven by financial compensation, which exhibit passive behavior. So normally, as individual, we pose an inherent desire to pursue inspiration, to find meaning and purpose, and to provide positive impact on others, which is on the organization. In the opposite way, at the workplace, when all are provided and the needs are met, right, employees tend to experience greater level of engagement and motivation. So this is the basic concept of meaningful work and work engagement. When all the basic is provided and when they have an opportunity at workplace, all the employees are motivated to perform better than others in the organization. In the second part, we move on meaningful work which involves pursuing important personally valued goals that can contribute to society is a key determinant of work engagement. In this case, right, when employees having the right to what we call to exhibit or to demonstrate all the organization that might involve the organization. However, it can be difficult to pursue the meaningful work if tasks are not aligned with personal objectives or lack of importance. That's why at the beginning process or at the first place when we are hiring employees, we must to make sure that our organization goal and employees' goal must be aligned or they have a similarity to work in the same organization. So the basic process is what we call determine to the further success of the organization. Then we move on the next part. The relationship between meaningful work and work engagement need further investigation. Why? Because recently you can see that a lot of people cannot find the meaningful work definition to themselves. Hardly for them to believe that how the job is very meaningful to them. If they don't have this kind of meaningful work for them, it's very difficult to create work engagement because work engagement only happens when you feel the job is very meaningful and you are voluntary to involve in any activities involving you in the organization. However, some employees recently, they are not feeling meaningful work. They just come 8 to 5 without thinking more than that compared than the previous employees. I mean, the last time we have a kind of different in terms of this particular part. So, work engagement can be what we call the best predictor to the organization. A positive outcome for the work engagement is company will be more success, right, in terms of profit or in any competency parts because employees are willingness to voluntarily work without expect something else. To encourage this study, to strengthen this study, we try to include psychological resources like gratitude and psychological capital to influence the meaningful work and work engagement relationship because we believe that these two particular parts, which is gratitude and psychological capital, play an important role to strengthen the work engagement. And we propose that gratitude can act as a catalyst for greater engagement, while psychological capital can serve as a buffer against challenges and strengthen the sense of purpose and satisfaction individual will derive from the work leading to work engagement. Basically, this study will have two main objectives. Number one is to improve our understanding of the relationship between meaningful work and work engagement. Second, objective to examine the effect of gratitude and psychological capital in moderate this relationship. Okay. Now we move on the literature review. We move on the literature review of the first part. So we move on the meaningful work. We start with meaningful work and work engagement. We start meaningful work and work engagement. So there are a lot actually, as you know, right? There are so many definition floating around the world about the definitions of meaningful work. But in this study, we quote from Martella and Pesci 2018, evaluative in nature, meaningful work related to an individual subjective experience and assessment of the worth of the job. So this is the basic concept that we apply in this study. And second, we follow Wang and Su 2019. Meaningfulness is the degree to which the task and the environment in which it is carried out are regarded as meaningful and having a purpose. Okay, from Wang and Zhu 2019, we believe that when the task and environment where they carry out is really as meaningful, so that having a purpose. And third study from Lips, Wisma, Har and Wright 2020 suggests that meaningful employment will include inner growth, oneness with others, service to others, and realize one's full potential. And the next one, we believe that there are so many numbers of study have demonstrated a connection between meaningful work and work engagement. And I quote from one author, one study, Albert Green and Marty 2021. They found that meaningfulness of work had a substantially larger correlation with engagement than did in the correlation between each of the 5 job resources that were part of the model. Okay, then we move on the next part, the moderator role of gratitude. So conceptual ideas about gratitude is generally associated with the feeling of appreciation and thankfulness. This is a virtue that emphasized in many religions, including Islam, where it is considered to be one of the highest esteemed virtue to be predicted by Muslims. So within organization, gratitude is defined as a tendency to notice and to be grateful for various experience working at the current job in 2019. Okay, and research suggests that gratitude is associated with positive emotion, okay, and can help mitigate employee negative emotion and attitude at the workplace, And in addition, gratitude has been positively linked to be beneficial outcomes such as social, emotional, and psychological well-being. However, it's very important to note that gratitude is highly personal, in which it can be vary among individuals in the same workplace. So today I might be gratitude for whatever I have, but others might be not gratitude for what they have. So it depends on the individual evaluation. Okay, and according to Frederick, in terms of broaden and group theory, gratitude may moderate meaningful work and allow people to feel work engagement by building their work-related and personal resources. So in particular, we can see, right, by enhancing job resources, personal resources, and work-life domains such as positive emotion, a positive relationship, ethical climate, gratitude may boost our work engagement and prevent job burnout. So based on this particular part, giving the reciprocal nature of gratitude and its result, as well as the reciprocal relationship among job resources, personal resources, and work engagement, it's possible that practicing gratitude will sustain work engagement. So this one is based on the Hakanan 2008. So therefore, it is argued that being more grateful helps people acquire resources, increase their positive well-being, and less the detrimental effect of stress and at work on their well-being and distress. So based on the above discussion, we believe that gratitude is very important for each employee in the organization. Okay, next we move on the last literature review, the moderator role of psychological capital. Okay, psychological capital is a concept that builds based on 4 critical components that proposed by KV, Lattes and Yusuf 2010. So there are 4 components. Self-efficacy, hope, optimism and resilience are interconnected components that are essential in determining an individual behavior and perspective on life. Okay, so optimism, I will explain one by one. Optimism is referred to anticipation of positive result, which can increase drive and intensity. So you optimist. Second, hope is a state of mind that involves making plans to reach goal or being committed to achieve them. Resilience is the which is the ability to bounce back from challenges and adversity and successfully adapt and cope. And finally, self-efficacy refers to the belief that one can master the drive, mental tools and strategy that are required to carry out a certain task successfully in a particular situation. So psychological capital may moderate the relationship between meaningful work and has been shown to predict work engagement. Based on Luton and Yusuf 2004 again, psychological capital is a positive, exploitable psychological state that an individuals perform during growth and development process. So it is state of mind that empower individual to approach problem with a positive outlook, build resilience and leverage the strength to achieve the goal. Okay, then this is our proposed framework. Meaningful work to work engagement. Hypothesis 1. Gratitude will moderate the relationship between meaningful work and work engagement. And third is psychological capital will moderate the relationship between meaningful work and work engagement. So we move on the measurement. We use 4 measurement, 4 kind of measurement to study. Number 1, meaningful work. Okay, meaningful work is actually we use a 17-item scale developed by Lips and Wisma to capture 4 core dimensions of meaningful work. Developing the inner self, unity with others, service to others, and express full potential. So this dimension will balance the necessary to create a meaningful work experience. Second, we use a gratitude from what we call gratitude questionnaire. 6 items from GQ6 will be utilized to measure gratitude. The 6 items self-report survey is intended to evaluate individual differences in the definition of feeling thankful in one's day-to-day existence. Okay, and there's some question like, I am grateful to a wide variety of people. I have so much in life to be thankful, and if I had no name everything for which I was grateful, it will be very long list actually. Okay, and the number 4, psychological capital, is from Luton 2007, well-validated tools to use in this study. The PCQ assess 4 components, 4 dimensions: self-efficacy, hope, optimism, and resilience, which each of which was based on the 6 components. And finally, is work engagement among employees can be accurately measured by UWES 9, which is developed by Scofield, Becker, and Salanova in 2006. Okay. And finally, this is a discussion and conclusion for our study. So as a discussion, we believe that meaningful work is very essential in shaping individual experience, attitude and behavior in the workplace. Although there are many definitions and perspectives surrounding meaningful work, it's very significant to drive positive outcome for both employees and organization as evident. We know that work engagement can provide the positive outcome for both employees and organization. Once you feel meaningful work, you may contribute to the society, you may contribute to the organization. So the positive relationship between meaningful work and engagement highlight the importance of fostering a sense of purpose and find significance among employees. And the next part, Pollard and McCulloch in 2006, people who express higher level of gratitude tend to perceive the work as important and meaningful. Moreover, the study found that gratitude is closely linked to the higher level of positive effect and life satisfaction. In the context of the organization, gratitude is defined as a tendency to notice and appreciate various experience while working as one current job. Okay. Then next, we move on the discussion and conclusion for the psychological capital. The use of psychological capital has received significant attention in the past few years As we know, it's referred to psychological resources that individual or employee possess and can leverage to produce positive behaviors. When employees have a high level of psychological capital, they tend to have more psychological resources to draw when they're facing setback or challenges. So this can be particularly beneficial to the organization where employees are always face the range of stress and obstacle. When they have all the resources, they might working better in other situations. As a conclusion for this study, the importance of providing employees with meaningful works will allow them to feel a sense of purpose and fulfillment in the organization. It emphasizes fostering gratitude and showing appreciation for the contribution to enhance employee engagement and motivation, ultimately leading to increased productivity and overall success. As additional for the study, investing in employee psychological capital can create a positive work environment that benefit individuals and contribute to the collective prosperity of the organization. So as conclusion, it's very important for organization to make sure that employees can feel a sense of the work engagement, can feel the meaningful work, and directly you can experience work engagement. Psychological capital and gratitude can act as a moderator in this relationship, okay, to see when we add on gratitude, what is the effect. But as we know, gratitude will bring the positive impact. Same goes to the psychological capital. At the end, we can see that psychological capital will bring something value to the organization. As a conclusion again, at the end of my presentation, I believe that organization must provide the meaningful work to create work engagement, and the employees must be experience gratitude and psychological capital in order to um, to smooth the process of the organization. So I think that's all for today. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone.